If progression gives you confidence, and confidence enables progression, then how do you jump on that merry-go-round? How do you gain confidence when you need to progress? And how do you gain progression without confidence? At some point, you just got to jump on and get started. Adventure riding isn't just a compelling journey through stunning scenery. It's exhausting, it's frustrating, and sometimes overwhelming. You'll face harsh terrain, long days, and the realization you're not as young as you thought you were. Sometimes you'll even hit those moments where you just want out. The odd thing is, though, that we keep coming back. Why is that? But here's the thing. What if instead of seeing these moments as obstacles, you saw them as the reason you ride and the way to ride better? Rather than finding the roadblocks, the tough terrain, and the exhaustion challenging, what if we adopt a mindset of wanting to be challenged? Because in these moments, you're pushed to learn, adapt, and overcome. And it's the overcoming of that challenge that becomes the reward. But to enjoy it in the moment, we need to take some advice from Shawn Achor and reverse the formula for happiness.
If I work harder, I'll be more successful. And if I'm more successful, then I'll be happier. That undergirds most of our parenting styles, our managing styles, the way that we motivate our behavior. And the problem is, it's scientifically broken and backwards for two reasons. First, every time your brain has a success, you just change the goalpost of what success looked like. You got good grades, now you have to get better grades. You got into a good school, now you have to get a better school. You got a good job, now you have to get a better job. You hit your sales target, we're going to change your sales target. And if happiness is on the opposite side of success, your brain never gets there. What we've done is we've pushed happiness over the cognitive horizon as a society.
But this constantly pushes happiness onto the other side of the payoff, so we never get there. Instead, as Brett Tax elegantly states,
remember, smile while you ride. Attitude matters.
And it's in that shift of mindset, two remarkable things happen. Instead of just enduring, we find a deeper joy in the ride. As Shawn Achor says, happiness isn't the belief that we don't need to change, it's the realization that we can. When you embrace a challenge, you find happiness in every moment, because the adventure lies in pushing yourself further than you were before. Not only that, but when we're happier, we perform better. A positive mindset can improve cognitive ability to process the challenge we're facing. High-end sports people are more than just the skills they have mastered. Their confidence allows them to remain calm and positive, which means they can elevate every moment more effectively. But one of the biggest things holding us back isn't the terrain, it's how harshly we judge ourselves. You think, I should be better at this, or I shouldn't have made that mistake. But this isn't about being perfect, it's about letting yourself learn. Every rider makes mistakes. Don't let self-judgment stop your progression. In The Inner Game of Tennis, W. Timothy Galloway introduces two aspects of the self involved in performance. Self 1, the conscious, judgmental mind that critiques and attempts to control actions, the ego. Self 2, the unconscious, natural self, responsible for actual performance. Galloway emphasizes that interference occurs when Self 1 doubts Self 2, leading to overthinking and tension. He suggests you'll find optimal performance when you can quiet Self 1's ramblings and let Self 2's innate ability get on with the job. Learn the basics, sure, but the best technique is the one that works for you. What works for someone else might not be what works for you, and that's okay. This is your ride, your experience, and how you develop your technique is a part of that adventure. When you're new to adventure riding, it's natural to tense up, to grip too tightly, and to overthink. But the more you try and control it, the harder the riding gets. The fundamental shift comes when you let it go. But that doesn't mean you just wing it. Confidence comes from learning and getting comfortable, which builds progress. It's a balance of both, knowing when to lean on skills and when to trust your instincts. Simon Sinek says,
"Can't tell the human brain not to do something," right? And so what happens is we very often reinforce things when we put things in the negative. I can't do this. Versus, I'm going to keep doing this. I'm going to keep doing this. Instead of saying to children, don't eat on the couch, we're supposed to say, eat at the table. If you ever seen skiers go through trees, if you go through trees on skis and you go, don't hit a tree, don't hit a tree, don't hit a tree, guess what you're watching? You're only looking at trees. All you're doing is seeing trees. You don't understand how anyone can ski with all these trees, right? As opposed to follow the snow, follow the path, follow the path. The only thing you see is the path.
adventure riding isn't easy. It's not supposed to be. The adventure begins when things get tough. That's when you stop just riding and start experiencing something more. So next time the path gets rough, don't avoid it, embrace it. Because that's where the real adventure begins and where you'll find a deeper joy.